if the left-right spectrum is not, in fact, uh, a default reality of political life, but is a narrative that we are told, and not only a narrative we are told, but a narrative we are told by the sorts of people that you alluded to earlier, who are part of an industry, a very old, very well-established industry of controlling narratives, which is a very valuable service for which they get paid a lot of money and have for a very long time.
Like Edward Bernays you're talking about.
Like Edward Bernays and Ivy Lee and the entire sort of crisis management PR industry, the communications industry, like what would have been called propaganda until propaganda got kind of a bad connotation after World War I, and had to be renamed as, risk management or something like that in order to avoid that negative connotation, because people understood on a certain level that it meant manipulation of their emotions by people who have become skilled at learning certain kinds of psychological techniques. And because we know that industry exists, because we know that it's powerful, you have to conclude as a working hypothesis that the left-right spectrum is a means of social control. And that social control is, I think, elucidated exactly by the kinds of situations that you're talking about. If you can make it such that just listening to someone who is on the opposite team, let's say, who has been identified as part of the bad side, if that can automatically create a risk of expulsion from the tribe, if it can be constituted as a sort of form of dangerous disloyalty, then you create a powerful emotional mechanism of manipulation by that industry, right? The only thing that we have to do in order to vilify somebody who is maybe, let's say, making an argument that is affecting the bottom line of a powerful economic sector, whatever it is, oil, tobacco, pharma, ag, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyone who has some degree of social power and the capital to go hire the firms that do this for a living, right?
And do it very well.
You're making the task much easier, right? Because all you have to do is paint them as far right, or far left, or whatever it is.